Welcome back to a new episode of To Hero in SwiftUI. Now we're actually almost done with this playlist. We created our view, we created the text, the location, and the image. Now all we need to do is actually have a map being presented and display that location to the user. Luckily for us, we don't actually have to create the map from scratch. Apple allows us to use its frameworks to create and use an app with all the information we could ever need on it. So let's go on it and create that map view. All we need to do is just how we created this file. We're going to navigate all the way to the top. We're going to click File. We're going to click on New. We're going to click on File again. Make sure you have SwiftUI selected, and we're going to click on Next. After that, we're going to call it Map View and click on Enter. As you can see, now we're navigated into our map view, and we're going to start straight away by embedding MapKit. First, let's click Resume. And we're going to go in line 9, and we're going to type in import MapKit. Import statement allows us to import modules or parts that are already created for us, or libraries, such as MapKit. And MapKit allows us to use the map and present it to the user. Before we show a map, let's first specify what we even need to show on the map. Let's go ahead and click and go to line 12 and type in @state. Now, if this is all overwhelming, you don't know what state means, you don't know what var or region means, do not stress, just copy it, and at the end, everything will start to get a little bit more clearer. And I'm going to type in private var region. Inside of here, what we can do is we can minimize this and make this a little bit smaller, just so that we have more space to work with. And I'm going to type in MK coordinate region. I'll open a bracket, and I'm going to select the one that has center and span. For center, what I'm going to be doing is I'll be typing COO location coordinate 2D, and I'm going to open a bracket, and I'll select the one that has latitude and longitude. Now, for the latitude, what we're going to be doing is 34.001-286. And for our longitude, we are going to be using negative 116.166-868. So these are pretty much the coordinates of what we actually want to display. For the span, and you might be asking, what does span mean? That's pretty much how high or low or how zoomed in do we want to be from that location. So we're going to say MK coordinate span, and again latitude delta and longitude delta. For the latitude delta, we are going to say 0.2. For the longitude, we're also going to be using 0.2, just like this. Now that we have this done, what we can do is that we can now present to the user a map. So we're going to go where the text is, and we're going to remove the text, and instead we're going to type in MAP for map. And over here, we're going to select the first one, and we need to pass in region, so we're going to put $, and we're going to pass in region. Now region is that thing that we just created at the top. Now let's click resume and see if anything is actually going to be presented to us. Okay, so we can see that something is trying to be rendered here, but it's not quite showing well. Let's go ahead and actually click on the play sign. And as you can see, there's a map that's starting to render. And as you can see, it's actually that location that we provided in the coordinates. This is where that park is, and as you can see, it says Joshua Tree. Remember, Joshua Tree, we set it up, and this is in Turtle Rock. Now we can actually zoom in and out of it, and we can navigate throughout the map. Now in Canvas, it is running a bit slow, but if you run this on your phone, it will be very smooth and it will work exactly how it usually works. For now, let's go ahead and pause this, and we're going to be going to our next episode where we're going to be combining this map, and we're going to be presenting it in our main view with the name of that park, the picture, and everything else, so that we can finally complete our app.